What you guys are going to do is find out how concentration affects the rate of a chemical reaction. Okay, to do that you've got hydrochloric acid, you've got small chips of marble, so calcium carbonate. I've already measured out 5 milliliters of hydrochloric acid for all of these. I've got 3 of those. And I've measured out 10 milliliters of water in this one, 8 milliliters of water in this one, and 2 milliliters of water in this one. Okay. Now I'm just going to place my beaker on the mass balance, and I'm going to press 0 so it doesn't add the mass of the beaker. We're not interested in the mass of the beaker, we only want the mass of the marble chips. Okay, now I'm going to add 5 grams of marble chips. In fact, there you go. 3 grams seems like it should be enough actually. We'll go with 3 grams of marble chips. Okay, so I'm just going to add 3 grams of marble chips. Next one, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add one of these acids, 5 milliliters of acid, with my 2 milliliters of water. So I'm diluting the acid with 2 milliliters of water for the first one, the acid with 8 milliliters of water, and for my third one I'm going to dilute the acid with 10 milliliters of water. So I should have different concentrations of acid there. I'm going to see how that affects the rate of the chemical reaction. Okay. Now how I will decide that the chemical reaction is over, I'm going to time it until the reaction stops. The reaction will continue afterwards for a while, but the initial reaction, where most of the chemical reaction is taking place, you're going to have to decide when that stops. Okay, so I'm going to do one example. I'm going to start the timer and I'll tell you when to stop. Okay, you ready? Okay, start. Because that's the chemical reaction taking place. I can see most of the chemical reaction taking place there. Most of the fizzing. As soon as I see water becomes clear, that's when I will decide it's stopped. It's still foamy, lots of bubble taking place. I cannot see my chips yet, but eventually I should be able to see the chips. When I can start seeing those chips, I'll tell you to stop timing, yeah? Okay, so this one was using 5 milliliters of acid and 8 milliliters of water. Okay, it hasn't stopped yet. When it becomes clear, I'm going to ask him to stop timing. It's almost clear. I can start seeing some of those chips. Yeah, and stop timing. Thank you, that's the end of that reaction there. And we can carry on with all of them and see how long it takes for each one. Does that make sense? Alright, you guys, if you have any questions, ask now. Any questions? Yes? Yes, I'll put the instructions up on the board. Maybe we can even play the video up on the board as well. There you go, you can stop the timer. See, now it's clear? It's become clear. Now I can see the pebbles, the marble chips. Stop the timer.